Greetings, Explorer family. I'm out here in the parking lot with one of our lead volunteers, Cal Patel, who's out here every morning opening car doors and lining us up in the morning. Welcome, Mr. Patel. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Cal, how many days in a row have you been working at Westlake Charter School as a volunteer in the parking lot?
Well over 2 years.
Yeah, so over 2 years you've been here at the old campus, at the new campus. Have you taken a day off because you were sick or it was raining?
I wanted to, but I didn't.
Not a single day off. This guy's amazing. You've seen him. If you've driven into our parking lot, you've seen Cal working. Hey, Cal, we'll get into what you do, but why do you do it?
Number one reason is safety.
Right. You have kids here?
2 of them.
Yep. Yeah.
One more coming.
One more on the way. Yeah. So hey, we do surveys. We know that safety ranks at the top of all of our thoughts for school, and Cal's out here doing something about it. Cal, you help us get the cars lined up in the parking lot. And I know as a parent who's in a hurry to get to work sometimes and just shuffling up, I don't always think about how my actions affect the entire community. I want you to walk us through the 3 bullet points you and I were talking about, but what we can all do to make our school safer. The first one was follow the signs. What do those A-frame signs say?
Pull up all the way to the front and unload to the right.
So pull all the way to the front of the parking lot. So a lot of times people are like, well, I kind of want to drop off near the flagpole, so I'll just stop a little short. And then what happens?
Well, whoever's unloading is going to automatically unload earlier.
Right.
Sooner than expected.
And then cars seem to back up into the street, and then some people make that bad decision of like, well, I'm in the street, we're all stopped. I'll start unloading.
Right.
Now we got people unloading in the street.
And it's just unsafe.
Right.
Unsafe.
If we pull all the way to the front, if we pull all the way down toward Maybrook, and we get all the way down toward first grade, it allows the line to really elongate, and everybody can get out onto a safe curve.
Right.
Yeah, so the first thing is follow the signs. The second thing is we want to talk about your sign. The sign you hold stop and slow.
Right.
What do people need to know about the way they behave in the parking lot as drivers with using that sign?
Well, basically I use the slow first. The stop is when I get all the way down to the end,
right.
And I want them to stop.
Right.
The ones to the that exit early, I usually let them exit on the left. That way they could go ahead and exit and the other cars could keep following me down.
It's a good point. So you can only pass on the left if you've already dropped off your student. So
right.
If you're waiting to drop off, stay in line, stay to the right, because the people on the left have already dropped their student, and Cal's using the slow sign to get them out of the parking lot.
Yep.
So number one, the A-frame says pull all the way forward. Number two, if you see Cal's slow sign, he's saying, hey, slow down. We're trying to get people out of the parking lot while you're still dropping off. We want everybody to exit the car to the right, but sometimes there's people who exit the car to the left because they got multiple kids.
Right.
And so you're out there going, hey, slow down. There might be kids in this street.
Exactly.
Slow down.
Exactly.
Good stuff. The third point is, talk to me about the crosswalk.
Pedestrians.
Yeah, pedestrians, the crosswalks.
Yeah. So mainly the cars that are exiting and entering, they got to look out for pedestrians.
For sure.
And they're crossing, expecting that they're going to be able to cross because they have that right of way.
Right.
So please obey that, and that way they get to go on school on time, and there's no casualties or anything.
Right, so we want everybody to look out for pedestrians. However, I've got a note for pedestrians. Like staff, we park in the parking lot, and then we come across that little crosswalk. For Cal's sake, here's what I'd like you to do. If you're coming across that crosswalk from the parking lot, I'd like you to stop and watch Cal. He's going to let people pass, because if you step into that crosswalk, people have to stop at the crosswalk, and then it backs up to the street. Like, just stop at the crosswalk as a pedestrian and let cars pile all the way down to first grade. Then it'll back up and you can go across. That'll keep things flowing safely.
It will.
Hey, I can't thank you enough, man. I tell you what you do for our school is noticeable from everybody in the community, and I just want to say thank you publicly.
Thank you.
Right on, brother. All right. Thanks for listening. Now, as always,
let's explore.